So this last week I've been talking all about posture, and good posture is important for our overall health and our well-being, but it also allows us to be a lot more active and helps us to be free of pain. So learning to love exercise is really going to be your greatest gift. In this video, I'm going to share with you some exercises to build better posture, and we're going to do each of these for 40 seconds. Listen to your body, only go to the depth that is comfortable but challenging. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. All right, we're going to start with our cat-cow exercise. So we're going to come on the ground onto all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees directly under the hips. My belly button's pulled in. I'm going to start with a neutral spine. With a deep breath in, I am going to drop the belly and lift the chin. And with a breath out, I'm going to tuck the chin and arch the upper back. I want to do this really, really slow, connecting to our breath, attempting to do one vertebrae at a time. Next, we're going to come into a dynamic child's pose. So we're going to come with knees wide, feet, toes together. I'm going to reach out in front and I'm going to be sitting back onto my feet. And then I'm going to come back into a neutral spine back to beginning. Just nice and slow. Sitting back, really push the tailbone back, reach the arms out in front, and coming back to neutral. I want you to think about getting as long as possible here, really elongating through that spine. Next, we're going to come into a dynamic downward dog. So in high plank position, hands underneath the shoulders. I'm going to step both feet back. I'm going to be on those tiptoes. Nice plank. Okay. I'm going to drop my head between my shoulders and push my booty to the ceiling. And then coming back into plank. Make sure we're not dropping down here. Breathe out, big push. Maybe even pedal those knees out a little bit if your calves are super tight. And back to plank, thinking long spine, being pulled forward by the crown of the head. Next, we're going to come into alternating arm and leg raises. So we are going to come into all fours. This is also called a bird dog position. We're going to do our opposite arm, opposite leg reaches out. Think really long. Coming back to center. Belly button's pulled in. Being pulled by my big toe and my middle finger. And we're just going to alternate here. Biggest thing is thinking stability and long spine. Keep everything super slow, controlled, and make sure to breathe. Next, we're going to come into our dynamic plank. So we're going to be on our forearms, stepping both feet back, nice flat spine, and then I'm going to push up and back down flat. Again, we don't want to dip the hips. We're going to push as high up and back as we can. And back down flat. Next, we have our dynamic bridge. So we're just moving slowly into our bridge position. We're going to be on our back. Feet are a little bit wider than the hips. I'm going to cross my arms over my chest and think 45-degree angle out and away with my hips. Nice and slow. I want to squeeze my glutes, engage before I lift, and then drive the hips up and away. Pressure's in the middle of the shoulders, not on my neck. Little pause at the top, slow lower back down. Again, we're thinking about stabilization of the spine, keeping the belly button nice and tight, keeping the hips from rocking side to side, and back down. You could even do one on your chest and one on your belly to make sure that you've got that slight tilt in the pelvis before you lift. Breathe out. Breathe in. Again, slow and controlled is key.